Imagine a Porsche so rare only a handful of people on Earth have seen it in person. Well, not to be too surprised, you definitely can't expect anything less with an exclusive Porsche 911. From successful models to special edition cars, Porsche has continuously shown the world its true worth with their outstanding highlights. Ready to discover some of the world's most valuable masterpieces? Let's dive in. Kicking off our list at number 10 is the legendary Porsche 911 ST. Coming into the spotlight between 1970 to 1971, this exclusive model made a statement with its high-level performance on the racetrack. With a solid 2.5-liter unit, 270 horsepower, and a whopping weight of 840 kilograms, the 911 ST sure pulled some weight. One of the most distinctive features of this car happens to be its two different rim styles, which set it apart from other cars on the racing track. What's more, the car had only 24 productions in the whole world. Pretty rare to find if you ask me. Originally, it was specifically designed to dominate in major races such as the 1,000 km of Nürburgring, Targa Florio, or Dayton, and it didn't deliver anything less. By now, I'm sure you know better than anyone else that the 911 ST was designed to handle races faster than any other cars from the prototype classes. If you've ever seen the 911 ST, then you are sure to have beheld one of the most amazing beasts on the racing field. Coming in as the 9th rarest of all Porsche cars is the legendary GTI Strassen. Built by Norbert Singer and the motorsport department, this iconic car was produced in the 1990s and ultimately took part in the FIA GT Championship. This car is not just another racing machine, it's a masterpiece which claimed the winner at Le Mans in 1988. Just when we all thought this high-performing car had only one version, Porsche bounced back with one of the fastest racing cars ever, the GTI Street version. This version was renowned for its 3.2-liter engine that delivers 542 horsepower at 7,200 RPM. On the outlook, it seemed heavier than the track-only GTI, but this beauty still manages to surpass speculations by delivering a total of 60 miles per hour in just 3.7 seconds, at a top speed of 308 kilometers per hour, making it faster than most of its competitors at that time. If you've ever had the only remaining scoop of your favorite ice cream flavor, then you may know just how it feels to be behind the wheels of this masterpiece, with only 22 productions. Up next is the Porsche 911R, with 23 of them produced and just 19 as road versions worldwide. Imagine being one of the lucky owners of this stunning race car. Must be a dream come true. The 911R is an exquisite Porsche that combines sleek design with powerful performance, making it a true masterpiece on the road. The brain behind the reinventing of the 911 series into a much better version is none other than Ferdinand Piëch, who decided the 911R would be better off lightweight. Lightweight, yet powerful. What better combination could anyone possibly ask for? Now, this is where history was made. The 911R is remarkably the lightest 911 of all time, with an outstanding 210 horsepower flat 6. Ideally, the 911R version was designed to dominate races in both racetracks as well as rally courses. So, when you next think of a special version of the Porsche series, 911R should definitely make it at the top of the list. Following closely behind the 911R is the 7th rarest Porsche car of all time, the 964 Speedster. Just when we thought we've seen it all with the 911R, the 964 Speedster wowed everyone with a whopping top speed of 162 miles per hour. Here's something you must know. Speculation has it that the 964 generation is the last of its kind to stay true to the original designs of 356 Speedsters, agile, lightweight convertibles. Out of 936 Speedster cars produced, only 15 inherited the wide body while still maintaining the RS interior standard. Under this sleek interior, you will find a 3.6-liter flat-4 engine that churns out 250 horsepower at 6,100 RPM. Fun fact, this Speedster can hit 97 kilometers per hour sprint in just 5.3 seconds, a speed some of their more expensive counterparts could never achieve. When next the 964 Speedster pops up on your screen, just remember that it is the rarest and last of its kind amongst the 911 series. Sliding into the 6th rarest Porsche car is the legendary 933 Turbo Cabriolet. If you have ever thought exclusivity were just for fashion brands, then you are in for a shock. This timeless model of the Porsche design is responsible for making special requests come true. No wonder there were just 14 of them in the whole world. The very first version of the 933 Turbo Cabriolet came as a coupe with a fixed head. But as time passed, new cabriolet designs were designed with a folding soft top upon special request. Aside its unique design, the legendary car was powered by a 3.6-liter turbocharged flat 6, giving off 360 to 380 horsepower and 384 to 398 pound-feet of torque. On a regular day, this exclusive luxury of a car could hit 60 miles per hour in just 5 seconds, with a top speed of 180 miles per hour. With the 933 Turbo Cabriolet, your personalized luxury became a reality. Racing into number 5 is the timeless and historic 991 Club Coupe, with a design as sleek as ever. Now, this is where it gets more interesting. While the 933 Turbo Cabriolet was considered rare and exclusive, the 991 Porsche passed it as the most exclusive of the 911 series. Termed the newest in the model year, this car, which was based on the 991 Carrera S, came to the spotlight in a limited run of 13 supercars. As far as the 991 Club Coupe was concerned, they were produced at the perfect timing, the celebration of the 60th anniversary of the first Porsche Club. As a result, this timeless piece was only available to members of the Porsche Club. Non-members sure missed out. If you're looking to describe this one-of-a-kind masterpiece at a go, it would be wide-bodied with ducktail rear spoiler, unique green color, and 20-inch Sport Techno wheels. Up next is the iconic 964 Turbo Cabriolet, which had a cabriolet version of 3.3-liter turbocharged unit. But that didn't last long, as later versions were based on the 3.6-liter turbocharged flat 6. A closer look of the Porsche 964 Turbo Cabriolet showed a stunning blend of power and elegance, featuring a sleek design that turns heads. With its turbocharged engine, it delivers thrilling performance while allowing drivers to enjoy the open air. Judging by the limited number available at that time, only 8 964 Turbo Cabriolet were produced and sold off. What's more thrilling is that they were specially designed and produced with the newer engine only on the client's request. Boasting of 360 to 390 horsepower, this iconic model was about 384 to 398 of torque and could reach 97 kilometers per hour in 4.8 seconds. However, it had an estimated top speed of 275 kilometers per hour. Among the top 3 rarest Porsche cars is the legendary 933 Speedster, designed by the Porsche exclusive team. Out of the 2 Speedsters produced, one was specially built for Jerry Seinfeld, and the other for Bootsy, a Porsche designer, adorned by shades of green. Currently, the latter of the 2 designs can be found at the Porsche Museum in Stuttgart. What a spectacular sight to behold. Performance-wise, the 993 Speedster is powered by a 3.6-liter flat 6, producing a whopping 272 horsepower at 6,100 RPM. Coupled with a Titanic gearbox that sends across power to their rear wheels, the 993 Speedster could perform the 0 to 60 miles per hour sprint in just 5.1 seconds without breaking a sweat. Finally, we are down to the second rarest Porsche car of all time, and the second in the league of one-off specials, the Porsche 935 Street. This beast of a car was based on the 930 Turbo 911 and could be termed a radical race car. Its engine was a 2.9-liter turbocharged flat 6 that delivered 740 horsepower. Definitely a big deal. Quick recap, the 2.9-liter happened to be a detuned version of the race engine. The idea behind the invention of this legendary race car was to compete seamlessly in the FIA Group 5. No wonder it was built with such dynamic features. Not long after, the Porsche exclusive team took it upon themselves to invent the slant nose, which was an option on the 930. Produced from Kevlar with exceptionally designed Goodyear tires, the 935 Street Porsche model is nothing short of a radical racing masterpiece. And finally, taking the crown at the number 1 spot is the iconic Porsche 911, also known as Project Gold, a dream turned reality by the team at Porsche Classic. Let's take a quick recap of how it came to exist. Some years ago, the people at Porsche Classic found a 933 shell at the Zuffenhausen factory. In 2018, they got a hold of the body and decided to turn it into an all-time wonder to celebrate 70 years of Porsche sports cars. What better way to celebrate than this? Living up to its name, the car had a stunning splash of gold paint, coupled with a black gold finish at the wheels and exhaust tips. The interior wasn't left out, adorned with fine black leather and contrasting gold stitching. This car was a beauty to behold. This one-off special model was based on the 993 Turbo S, which produced 430 horsepower and a total of 500 Nm for its 3.6-liter turbocharged flat-six engine. The Project Gold lasted for 18 months, after which this legendary model was auctioned off at a whopping price of $2,743,500. When next you reminisce on the beauty and value of gold, think of the Porsche Project Gold. And there you have it, the top 10 rarest cars of all time in the history of the Porsche 911 models. From the iconic Porsche 911R to the one-off special Project Gold. Each car was proof of just how unique and exquisite the Porsche team can be. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And until next time, keep that car racing.